Hey guys, welcome back to the 5th episode of Cafecito Corner. We got our Starbucks today, and I actually jumped on the bandwagon
of the cold brews.
Cold brews, yeah. Edward has been drinking this macadamia nut, and I had to see what it was about. So, got a cold brew.
Good luck the rest of the day.
I know, and we have plans, so hopefully my stomach doesn't hurt or I don't get anxiety, because I get a lot of anxiety with cold brew.
It's that or the OJ.
Yeah.
That gets you going.
Yeah. But I find that like when I get the cold brews, I can like take all day to drink it, and I just keep putting ice, and it like turns into an iced coffee. So it's actually like budget, like balling on a budget.
You basically get 4 cups out of the one.
And I get the tall and you get the grande.
Yeah.
So
Venti would be a lot on a cold brew. I don't think I'd be able to move.
Imagine the Trenta cold brew.
Yeah. Isn't that only for teas?
No. People get it in frappuccinos.
That's disgusting.
They get it in everything. People at Frutilandia get a unicorn dream 32 ounce.
I took my cousin because he's here from Mexico, and like, you know, they all want to know what like our landmarks are. So
in Arizona.
So I took him to Dutch. And like, I'm so used to ordering because like we go to Starbucks probably 4 or 5 times a week.
Don't expose us like that.
Oh, you've been exposed. And I like just automatically said, I'm like, oh, can you give him a Rebel Grande? And he's like, I don't know what that is.
Ew, like, you said grande?
But it just like slipped, and I was like,
oh my god.
I don't know what that is. I was like, what? No, like the Rebel you had there.
Yeah.
And she's like, Grande? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
You offended them. Like, that's offensive.
The ones that get pretty butthurt are the ones on Coffee Rush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a local, like, coffee here in Arizona, and I like it. Like, I used to go there. Good. It was actually my stomping grounds when I was in high school. I would always go to Coffee Rush and study there. We actually went when we were first dating to like when I was studying for my real estate exam and you were finishing up college, I believe.
Yeah.
And
we would go study there. Yeah,
we would hang out, and it's like a hippie vibe. Like it's like a lot more chill.
Hippie vibe.
Not hippie, but like it's different versus like compared to Starbucks.
I would just say it's like way more studious. Like you definitely only see students there. Like
it's definitely a student vibe for sure. And I like the coffee, so
I think it's a good coffee shop, but they take it to heart.
Yeah.
Like, support local, like they'll give you a rent. I'm like,
no, they're very like local company.
I just slipped up and said Grande, man.
Oh, if you say Grande at Coffee Rush, they will probably say, let's meet outside. And they'll throw hands.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, they'll give you you need to support local talk. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm just...
And then there was a cute little coffee shop in downtown Gilbert that was Burgie's. I don't think we ever went together, but that was my favorite coffee.
Oh, that just closed down.
They just closed it down.
I like the other one that was in there better. We went there.
Gypsy Cup.
Gypsy Cup was fire.
So Gypsy Cup was a coffee shop, very modern, very cute, like all the aesthetic.
Ton of money put into that.
Like seriously, they went all out, and it was so Instagrammable. Edward and I went one time. We got a coffee. Like, they give it to you in, like, the big mugs. So that's what I loved. And then we got, like, a croissant. And it was so good. It kind
of feels like you're at a bar vibe, but, like...
It feels like you're in, like, Italy. Yeah. Like, in Paris. Like, it was so cute. And they had just recently opened, and they closed it down a month later.
Then, what was the other one? I really liked Mythical. The one that's on Gilbert. But it's just really strong coffee. I don't think you'd like that.
Yeah. I can't do strong coffee. Like there's coffee shops that are known to have amazing coffee. And what it basically means is just like strong coffee, I feel like.
No, 100%. What about Peixoto or whatever's there at the Epicenter?
Epicenter in Gilbert. I like the vibe of it. It's very Instagrammable. The coffee is just...
The coffee was strong.
I don't know what it is. I just think when coffee's so strong, I just don't... People freak out about it. They're like, this is good coffee. Like, this is the beans from Africa imported straight from Colombia. I go, I don't really know, but I just want a nice coffee.
Yeah. I honestly think if that place was open when I was in school, that's probably would have been like a very good place to just go
study.
hang out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here in Arizona, we are all about our coffee shops because there's not much to do. So like Dutch is a really big one where we would just go and hang out outside.
Yeah. But it sucks that they're only like drive-through only most of them now.
Only drive-through.
Yeah.
I really think like somebody needs to put like in the East Valley here in Gilbert, like a Mexican inspired coffee shop. I think that would do crazy business. Kill it. Yeah.
Like if we did like even like the Mexican candies like mazapan, like
oh my god, we could do like Duvalin.
Yeah.
Iced coffee.
And then obviously you would sell it with like Mexican bread, like
conchas, pan dulce.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that reminds me. There was an Instagram video that I saw. It was like this coffee shop in Mexico. They had a concha. I'm not kidding you. This size, and then this guy was like dipping it into a mug, like huge bowl of coffee.
Was it the pink concha?
Yes, it was a pink one. Good. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Because that's the best concha, like
pink and white.
Yeah.
Pink and white for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Actually, no. I love pink, but I had a pink concha the other day that you were hyping up and it was not it.
Everyone says all conchas taste the same and it's a different dye. That's a lie.
No, it's so different. The white is the ultimate. Like, you're top tier if you got the white concha.
White is aesthetic. Like, no. you only like it because, like, it looks good with everything.
I'm all, no.
Yeah, like, whenever...
Wrong.
Like, Justin, my cousin, got, like, a little concha AirPod case. And it comes with white.
Oh, that's so cute.
Your Mickey Mouse ears that we look for, like, six...
Oh, my God.
What? Actually, no, we went through all 4 parks, and we found it at the last park. Because it was in, like, the Mexico Center of Epcot.
Yeah.
And that one... It's the white one, too. So I'm telling you, everything about the white concha people love is because it's aesthetic.
If we go to Disney, remind me to get my ears. My concha ears.
What do you mean? You already have them.
Yeah. No, to take them to Disney. Because if not, if I forget them, I'm going to want to buy again, like ears. I want to get the Ratatouille ears. I don't know if you guys have seen the Ratatouille ears that are going viral right now, but it's basically, what's his name? Ratatouille in your hat.
For sure it's Remy.
And he's grabbing your hairs and like kind of directing you, like supposedly. I want to get those. I saw them on Etsy. At his ride
in Epcot, they did like an actual chef hat you can wear. And it's like... Because like you're talking about little ears, and it has a little chef hat. But then there's a full chef hat, and it has like a...
Oh, I've seen it.
thing in there. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cute. They didn't have that ride when we went to Epcot.
They were about to open that and Guardians when we went the last time.
Oh my gosh.
I wish Guardians would have been open. I love that movie.
The Hollywood Tower Terrors now switched to Guardians, right?
Yeah, but like that's a Disney California Adventure only. Over here at Hollywood Studios is still Hollywood Tower Terror. And then at Epcot, they did a roller coaster where you're like on some swivels and and it's music because like you know how all the Guardians movies like have like the craziest music. Yeah. Like basically music. You're like waiting on the zone and you wait for a song to drop, and it's one of like the OG songs from like the trilogy, and it's pretty cool. You just like go super fast.
Oh my God, you're making me want to go now.
I know. I mean, I wouldn't say I like Disney. I just like roller coasters, I guess. But I don't know.
But the thing is, they don't really have that many thrill rides at Disney. So you'd have to go to California Adventures.
I know I always tell you, but I don't... maybe I already said it on here, but we'll cut it out if I did. But like if I was to not take over or maybe start something over, I think the 2 things that I want to enjoy the most, like doing on YouTube. Like if someone told me, you're doomed to only do YouTube the rest of your life, like... pick what you're gonna do. I think I would either review roller coasters, like just hit up random theme parks and be like, oh, that was a 10 out of 10. I almost lost my head, you know? Or I would do wings in an interview.
Like Hot Wings?
Like you know the Hot Ones, the show?
Yeah.
Coolest. That's like the coolest setting to me. Like if I ever got invited to that, like I would just be dying in heat.
Your stomach would not like...
I love hot wings.
You'd have to get your stomach pumped like ASAP.
Joseph had to get a stomach pump. Did I tell you about that?
Your cousin.
Yeah. We went to California. He went to this place that like basically if you have like 12 of the hottest wings, like no one pays for their meal. And he went like 10 deep and he like gave up. So he still had to pay for them.
Oh my God.
And then at night he couldn't sleep. He went to a hospital, had to get like pretty much partially his stomach pumped.
Oh, you're not lying.
No, and he was on medication like 6 months because it tore like the lining inside his stomach.
And they didn't even pay for the wings?
Well, no, he didn't finish them, so he had to cover even the wings that...
So it wasn't even worth it?
No, it was not.
That's crazy.
I bet everybody was bummed out.
But that's the thing is, like, you have a sensitive stomach, too, so, like, you would not be able to do that, like, as a career.
I do not have a sensitive stomach.
Yes, you do.
My stomach's pretty bulletproof. I just put it through a lot. Like, when we go to Twin Peaks, I get the Carolina Reapers, and I do a 12 count fine. Recently went to Angry Crab. We got a 4. It wasn't too bad. I just had to build myself there.
Crying in the morning that your stomach was hurting.
No, because I got a side of 5.
Oh.
Yeah. And like I just overdid it.
And what's the level max at Angry Crab?
6.
Oh, so and you had a 5?
I was just dipping on there, and I shouldn't have. Like, because I had already had spicy food in the morning. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, those would be like my ultimate, like...
The dream, if you could.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with the roller coaster thing more, because, like, why wouldn't I want to travel everywhere? But I guess the guy from the Hot Ones, like, meets a lot of cool people. So.
There's a guy who does that. Well, he does, like, Disney resorts and Disney reviews. And at this point, like, Disney's just sending him, like, to the cruise, to all the best resorts. And I'm like, that is such a dream.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that. Like, I genuinely want them to be like, I just opened Tower of Terror, jump on. I'd be like, all right.
And then your reaction and everything?
And then I cry.
Tell me why my heart is beating as we're talking about this.
Yeah.
I don't like that stuff.
I know.
You know, I'd rather stay here and watch you.
We talked about already how I've been wanting to take you to Six Flags, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not down, though.
No, I'm not down. Just take me to... I want to go to California Adventures because I've been seeing on TikTok that they have this michelada that's like really, really good. Yeah. And like all these like Mexican TikTokers are going.
They did a mangoneada there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
I didn't see mangoneada.
I just saw it.
Where did I just tell you that somebody's doing a mangoneada?
It wasn't Black Rock, right?
No, Cinnabon. Cinnabon. I can't say that word.
Cinnabon man.
That's what I was thinking. Cinnamon one. I was seeing on TikTok that they have a mangoneada now, which is insane because I feel like all of these restaurants, Dutch has a mangoneada. So I feel like all of these businesses are getting into the hype of like Mexican drinks. Like so many places I see have Tajín now, like chamoy.
I've been seeing a lot of horchata stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously horchata's been well known, but like not in Arizona. Like nobody was just doing rum chata. Nobody was doing like or shot an espresso. I saw that the other day. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty good though. That sounds like it would be pretty fire.
I feel like us as Mexicans should be proud that like now people are like
wanting to be on the culture.
Yeah, and trying new stuff. And like honestly, we see a lot of like you know, people who are from different cultures coming into Frutilandia, trying out the mangoneada, trying out chamoy, and they're always like, what does it taste like? And it's so hard for me to describe what chamoy is. Like, I just say it's not spicy, it's like more tangy.
Your dad uses savory,
but yeah. I always give him a little sample, and it's either like, this is so good, or it's like, this is the nastiest thing ever. Yeah. And I'm like, and when they say this is nasty, I have to go, yeah, it's just not.
I just don't think
everybody loves
that
it.
Chamoy, I don't think it belongs on drinks, even though people love them on drinks. Like, I just don't mess with that. But on chips,
you love
that's
them
where
on
you got
chips.
me messed up.
Yeah. I think with like a mango margarita, if you put like chamoy and tahini in it, I think it's so good. Or like Mexican shots. What is it? Mexican candy shots? You don't like those?
I mean... No, I just don't think they belong on like if I'm drinking mango, I don't want it to be like.
So you're anti-chamoy. You know what?
I just like, even with fruit, like I don't really like to put it on fruit. Like to me, fruit's supposed to be sweet. And then to me, yeah, I'll put tahini because like maybe that's a little bit of spice and like salt. But I don't put chamoy because like to me chamoy is supposed to go on something spicy.
But that's where we're gonna. What's it called?
Beef.
No.
Oh.
There's a word for it. I can't remember. But yeah, so that
agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Yeah,
that's
we're gonna leave it at that. But we're gonna get into our peak and pits of the week. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I think it's tradition now that I go first.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be like at the end of the episode, and then you're gonna go.
Let's do it.
So one of my peaks of this week was actually my week was pretty eventful. So my brother had his grand opening of his restaurant, Taqueria Factory in Chandler, specifically Ocotillo, and he had his grand opening event. So he had two. One for influencers and people in the community who like are in the Chamber of Commerce, stuff like that. And then the second one was open to the public. They got free tacos for a year.
And family and stuff like that.
Family, friends. So I went to both of them. But the first one where it was just influencers, I didn't think I was going to like meet anybody. I don't know. Like wasn't expecting to meet like a lot of people, but surprisingly like everybody there was like all wanting to like network and talk, and I love that stuff. You don't really like that stuff. I feel like you're just like, you like talking to people, but like you're not gonna go up to somebody and be like, hi, what's your name?
No, I mean, well, like
I feel like that's hard for you, and I like doing that stuff.
I just worry too much about making people uncomfortable. Like I'm like, if they want to talk, like You can sense a vibe. I just don't go like...
You don't go up to people. And it's really hard for me to go up to people when I feel like I want to meet them. Like, it's hard for me just to go up to them and be like, hi. But once I break that barrier, then like, I don't stop talking. Like, we don't stop talking. Like, we're just going back and forth. And so I got there and right away, Lady Law was at the bar. And I was like...
I've heard of Lady Law, but I didn't know at the
she's
time,
a radio host. She's been on radio for a while. And she actually has a small business too. And it's like Hawaiian shaved ice that I've been wanting to try. I think I've told...
the Mahalo thing?
Mahalo. I've been telling Edward for the past like 2 years, like, take me. But unfortunately, it's super far from us. So, when we're on that side of town, we'll go. But
when gas prices drop.
Yeah, we'll go in my car since I don't have gas. But so she has her food truck that now is a restaurant, and I've been wanting to go because it looks so good. But she actually sells out every single time, so we're gonna have to just like check that she has inventory. Yeah, but she was so sweet. She was
okay, but like. I mean, does she sell out, or is this a marketing technique?
No, she does sell out. Like, she makes like special syrups for like the week or the day. I'm not sure. Like, maybe I'm just saying this, but
I mean, but think about it. That's like a pretty smart strategy.
It's awesome because people feel like they have FOMO.
Oh, I missed out.
Yeah,
I missed out.
Or you have to rush to get there. So I think it's so smart of her. But I came up to her and I was like hi, and then she was like hi, and it was just like, she was so sweet. We took a picture with her, and it was awesome that she came to support like a other small business, and it was kind of far from her because she lives more in the Phoenix area, but she was nice. And then we also met
she doesn't live in Chandler.
No.
Wow.
That's why I was surprised. Yeah. She had like the coolest shoes too. Edward's like, those are some nice kicks. Yeah, I don't really know about shoes, but Edward said that they were nice.
She had the Travis Jordan ones. Mm-hmm. I mean, guessing off her size, she probably... I don't think she paid for that because, like, obviously she probably get some gifted to her. Yeah. But those were running about, like, $2,500.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. One day, Edward, one day you'll be there.
I know.
And then there was this couple that were influencers as well, and they were super nice. They actually stayed for a while talking to us. And it was just cool. We met like a bunch of people like our age that like we could relate to. And I feel like it's hard for us to find people like our age that like you know, are kind of into the same thing. So it was really nice, like seeing them and talking to them. And then we also met, if you are local in Arizona, you probably know, but the owner of State 48, Mike, he was so nice, and we stayed talking to him, and it's just cool. We just met like small business owners who kind of really understand like the
hustle and bustle,
and just like, you know, kind of relating to them. So that was super fun. And it was nice seeing like everybody excited for the new restaurant. But yeah, and then probably my other peak of this week, if you are seeing, I am wearing brand new headphones. Little early birthday gift from Edward. And I'm so excited about them.
Yeah, the other ones you used to wear were just like not the most comfortable.
Yeah. We were having like technical issues with them, so Edward's like, I've been eyeing these and you should just get them for the podcast. So we're like, you know what? We're gonna make the move and
I never know what to get you for your birthday.
Yeah, and he was like, what do you want me to get you? Or like, is there something that you want specifically? And truly, like, he probably hates that I do this, but I don't need anything. Like, I don't want anything. And he gets so frustrated. He's like, just tell me something you want. It's like, I don't need makeup. I don't need anything. Like,
I know, but like, if someone presents you that opportunity, like, how do you just?
Oh, you'll take it and you'll run, baby.
Well, no, I mean, there's 1,000 things that I've wanted and I just still haven't bought. Like, I just don't know how you can't think of one. I don't have a
list like that. Like, maybe the new phone, but like, I don't really care about that.
But that's not out. Like, you can't even do that. Like there's no way you don't just walk to a store.
No.
Every time you go in there and you're like, that would be nice.
You have a list of things that you're wanting to get, but I don't. Like, I really don't.
I have a lot on my backlog.
Yeah.
So let me know when you need to find.
Oh, yeah. I'll ask you when it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
But I got the new AirPods. They're AirPods Max, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know much about technology.
I think they're cool. I used to have a pair. Then I sold them. But then I got my sister some. And I've been wanting some since. But I just...
So I tried on your sister's, and your sister, I love the color. I would definitely get the silver ones. But I could tell that I would easily get them dirty with my makeup because it's like all clear and cream color, which is my vibe. You know, I'm like whites and creams and neutrals. I don't really go for colors usually, but because of my makeup.
I wanted you to get the mint green ones.
And now,
like, all your accents are green.
Yeah, and now I'm like, damn, I should have gotten the mint green ones. So, next episode I have them on.
You're like, shout out the return policy.
Shout out to Apple Return. I think the blue are like slick though. I think they're classy, but it took me a while to get used to them.
Yeah, and your iPad's blue.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so it matches your iPad.
But definitely I'm just gonna be wearing them like. I don't think I'm going to go out with them. Like, I think they're just a little too big.
They're going to think you're, like, really noise sensitive.
Yeah, I don't know, they're a little too big, like, to wear them out to the gym. But I do see girls all the time, like, looking so cute with them on. So maybe I'll take them to the gym. Okay, but
they're just trying to flex them.
Yeah. So, but I worked out with them. Like, I was running and then, like, working out with them. And they got really, really sweaty. Because
you put those silicone things on them.
Yeah, I got like silicone covers for them. And to protect them from getting dirty. And I had to take them off because they were like... Oh, I think I still have them on. But they got like super sweaty. Like I showed Edward after and they were all like dripping. It was bad. Now I'm all dramatic. So... Yeah, I love them. They're like the nicest things, but to go out, I think they're a little bit much.
Just drive with them on.
Imagine.
Noise canceling.
Oh my God. The noise, like, I want to travel with them to like go on an airplane and like use the noise canceling because last time on our trip, I needed noise canceling headphones because we had a couple babies crying the whole time we were flying.
Yeah, that was bad.
So that was definitely one of my peaks of the week is my new headphones. I love them. But probably one of my pits this week has probably been dealing with our tenants that we have at the house. They have been kind of hard to deal with. And just like asking a lot of questions. Like, it's just been a lot. So probably that. I didn't have a lot of bad things or annoying things, but other than that. And then what else? I can't seem to remember. Probably my computer. We've been having like technical difficulties with the computer.
Yeah, you just don't ever delete anything, so it's always full.
I guess I have like a ton of photos and videos.
Yeah.
I'm not a big technology person, so I don't even know how I would like restart it, clean it, like make it new.
Yeah, I've told you like 1,000 times to back it up, and you don't.
Yeah, we don't know how to do that, but one day I'll learn.
Yeah. Or you'll just continue to ask me to do it.
Yeah. That's why I have you.
Yeah.
What about you? What have been your peaks and pits of the week?
We'll go pit. Yeah, this was just like my paperwork week. Just left and right. So much paperwork. Like the Department of Liquor, like ADP, our payroll stuff. Not inventory yet. That's next week. So we'll see about that. City of Mesa. So much like forms and paperwork to fill out. We recently had our year, so like basically re-renewing all our licenses, like environmental, health, our City of Mesa business license, even our insurance, like workman's comp, all that. And then not only that, but the plaza where we rent from, they want all the paperwork updated, like. So I had to walk over all the papers and just sit down with the lady because it was our first time doing it. I was like, I don't even know what you need. So yeah, just drained with paperwork this week. And then, but honestly, that was it. It was just a super time consuming week. But peak? Actually, Mike, the guy that you were saying from State 48, he recommended me a couple of like shoe stores. I've been to a couple, but they're just so overpriced.
You're really into shoes, more than me.
Yeah, I mean, I love shoes, but I'm not gonna pay what they're currently going for. Like, I have the sneakers app, and if I hit something, I'll buy them. But but no, he told me, he's like, these guys aren't too bad, and if you pay cash, like they respect the rate because like they don't have to pay like the 3% fee of like Square or something. So I was like, oh, that's not too bad. So I didn't go check one out because it was kind of further, but then I one of the ones that he told me I followed
on like Instagram or something.
Yeah, and they posted some shoes, and I've been looking for like these like pine green like Jordans for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, and they posted them. And they were like not too bad over retail. Like it was like $40 more. When on StockX, like, which is like a resale app, they'll be like probably like $100 to like $300 over what they go for, plus shipping, plus tax. I'm like, oh my god, like it ends up being like
for shoes I cannot.
Yeah, so this wasn't too bad. I mean, I probably overpaid like $70, but
just for me to step on them.
Yeah, I have no idea how many of my shoes you have ruined. Like a very good amount.
Oh, when I step on them?
Yeah.
It's because they look, sometimes I think they look a little too clean. Let me get some.
I definitely had to stop wearing as much shoes as I used to, though.
White ones, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just like clumsy. I don't know. I just like, I don't do it on purpose, obviously, but.
Yeah, I remember like 2 days into new white Vans, like the back was like all stepped on with like black marks because like you just.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Maybe you just walk a little too close. But yeah, that was
your peak.
Yeah, that was my peak.
Your shoes.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Are you gonna wear them, or are you gonna just put them on a shelf and?
No, I like to wear them. I rarely like don't wear shoes that I buy.
There's some really cute like Nike ones that I really want. Like some, are they called Dunks? I don't even know.
Yeah, you like the Dunks.
But like, I feel like I wouldn't even wear them because I wouldn't want to get them dirty.
Well, and everybody's wearing them now, but I got you the pandas because like...
I wear those.
You just don't buy yourself stuff like that, and I'm like...
I don't buy myself shoes because I know... Yeah, or like shoes or glasses, like I know I'm gonna ruin them. I'm always sitting on my glasses. I'm always scratching them. Yeah. I'm always doing...
Or losing them.
Like... Yep.
Even the expensive ones, I get you.
Even the Pradas, even the Tories. And that's why I just can't.
The really nice Ray-Bans I got you, where'd you leave them? Disney, right?
Oh my God. We were at Disney and I left them like in the ride.
Yeah, in a bag.
And those are my favorite. Like, I want to buy them again.
Those were really expensive.
So cute. They were expensive, babe?
Yeah, they were the gold ones with like... yeah, they had pink lenses.
They were so cute.
I remember they were
Maybe you can buy them for my birthday.
Huh. Yeah, so you can lose them again.
Yeah, see, stuff like that, I just feel like it's so hard for me to spend on.
You had them for a while. They did last you over a year.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just lost them at Disney.
We actually, like, don't spend, like, on stuff like that.
No, not really.
Like, every once in a while, like, I feel like your shoes, like, you'll be like, you know what, I'm just going to pull the trigger. But it's not like they're, like, $500 pair of shoes. We're actually, I don't say we're not, like, big spenders.
Unless it comes to the dogs.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to the dogs, you know, I'm going to spoil them.
Yeah.
And they have to have their grooming every 2 months, you know, like... Having a dog is expensive, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Edward would. If it was up to him...
They would be in Mexico right now, living their best life.
He would ship him to Mexico.
They would have a better life out there.
Yeah. So I actually feel like we should talk about the story about Snoopy and Rosie.
Which one? Of like how we got them or what?
Yeah, how we got them. Because when we got Snoopy was our first dog, our first baby. We were living at our parents and I was like, you know what? I think this would be a good step. Like if we shared a dog, which was not a good step because we were not living together at that point. So
it was mid-pandemic.
Yeah. We were doing 50-50 custody.
Yeah.
With Snoopy.
And then it turned to 100-0 and you just left him at my house.
Yeah, because my parents got mad.
Hopefully he doesn't remember you abandoned him.
So we got Snoopy in mid-COVID. My aunt was looking for a dog and I helped her find this really cute Shih Tzu, these Shih Tzu puppies that were like 2 hours away. And I had no plans on getting a dog because I had already had my family dog.
But every time you see a dog, you want the dog.
I have oh my God. When it comes to me and dogs, like I love puppies, dogs, everything. So I wasn't planning on getting a dog because we were living separately and I had a family dog, Coco, who was like 8 years old. But I went with my Aunt Chelly to get Snoopy. No, to get her a dog. And when I saw Snoopy, I literally fell in love. He looked like a peanut. Like a little mini cow, like the cutest thing. And I was the one who...
Are you gonna start crying?
No, you're so dumb.
Oh, because like you...
Imagine looking at the tissues.
You always have like the glossy eyes when you're about to cry.
No, I'm not gonna cry. Imagine if I did though. It's the truth is that my aunt would have gotten a better deal if we got two. Like, it was a 2-for-1 deal.
That's not how it works.
No, seriously, we did get a good deal because we got two. So I'm like, I'm just going to have to. So I literally call Edward while we're at the breeder's house. And I'm like, Edward, I'm going to get a dog and we're going to share it. And you were like,
it was more like this.
Yes. You said yes.
No, you said, are you down to pitch in half?
I'm all, Venmo me half. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell my parents, and I knew they were going to kill me.
I'm pretty sure you tried to claim that was a gift or something.
I said it's not my dog. I said it's Edward's dog.
No, when you call me, you're like, I'm going to buy a dog. Can you make it like my birthday gift or something?
Yeah, so that way my parents wouldn't get mad at me.
And I was like, no, but I mean, between you and I, like, yeah, I'll pitch in for that. Because then that could be whatever gift it was coming.
So... we had to go to a gas station to like get cash to pay this lady because I wasn't like even planning on it. And I knew my ass was going to get whooped when I got home. But
yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do. So we were driving home with these two, I kid you not, they were fitting in my hand, two small puppies. And I get home and I'm like, what did I say to my mom? I was like,
I don't remember what you said to your mom.
I'm like, it's not mine or something. I don't know. I said something.
That was to your dad. I don't know what you said to your mom.
Honestly, to be honest with you, my mom is like the biggest dog hater, but she was in love the moment she saw him. And don't worry, we'll show Snoopy and Rosie after we're done with the story on camera. And yeah, it was love at first sight ever since. So we had to share custody of him. We like sometimes.
Yeah, but I remember when you told me to come see him. You're like, oh, come see my new puppy. Then I get there and your dad was already like all pissed off.
Yeah.
And then I'm walking through the door. You go, just go along with it. I'm like, just pretend. I'm like, what?
And Edward like,
and then
6 months of like.
And then I get in there and you and your mom are going, it's your mom's dog, right? I'm like,
yeah, my mom was like on the lie with me, like to tell my dad.
Yeah. And then so he's like, are you taking him home tonight? I'm like, I guess so. And then I didn't.
I was like, no, just leave him here for the night. He'll get him tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah. He was so mad.
My dad was very mad. I actually was very surprised that my dad was so mad of me getting that dog. I thought it would be my mom.
Because he probably thought you were going to make it your mom's problem.
Yeah, but I always take care of my dogs. I always make sure. But sometimes. And yeah, so you brought him home and your family fell in love with him. Like your mom would shower him all the time.
But I was like doing college and work from home. And like...
And taking care of a baby now.
And I was working at Apple. And I was always on the phone. And he always had this annoying bark.
Oh,
so I literally, like... I took him home probably for like a month. Because, like...
Yeah.
You were, like, super stressed out.
Yeah, because my parents were getting mad at me. Yeah. It was so bad.
So then I'm like, oh, my God. Like, I can't, like, have this dog in the room.
Yeah.
And, like, my parents I didn't want him out peeing everywhere and stuff. So he was just in the room barking all the time.
Yeah.
So... It was COVID, so we're all at home. So I went up to my sister. I was like, "How much do you want per day? Like, you take care of all day. Like, I just need to study."
Take care.
Yeah, and then she's like, "I mean, I don't know. I forgot what she told me." So I was like, well, "Whatever." Like,
she's like,
I'll give it to
$30 will do.
Yeah, I was like, "All right, we'll do it." Like, she was young.
Yeah.
Like, I think she was like 14 or something. So I was like, "All right, we'll do it." So yeah, I remember paying her, and then like. A week later, she's like, I think I'm going to quit. Like, this dog is just a lot.
The puppy stage is, like, literally the hardest because they're chirping, they're yapping, they pee everywhere.
Yeah.
I forgot about that stage, but yeah, he was a lot to deal with.
You forgot about it because you didn't deal with it. Because it was all me.
I love that for me.
You did the same thing with Rosie.
But he got trained really quick. Shih Tzus are, like, very easy to train, and so, yeah. Oh, but let me tell you, we almost got rid of him.
Who? You almost got rid of him?
I almost got rid of him because he was just a lot. Edward's family was just kind of getting tired. My family was getting tired of him. So I was just like, you know what? We might get rid of him. And I was literally on my way to drop him off and at his new home. And I was bawling my eyes off the entire time I was driving. And, oh my God, not me. Almost crying right now. No, I'm kidding. And I literally called Edward. And I was like, I can't do it. I was just
waiting for the call. I'm like,
he knew I was going to bail out too. Like, you knew I was going to not be able to do it.
How are you just going to give a dog away? Like, you won't do that.
I literally was like, I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm just going to figure it out. Like, at this point, turned around. My parents were like, you couldn't do it, couldn't you? I was like, no. And my dad was like, don't worry, taking the cage out of the car and everything. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And then literally now, like, my parents love Snoopy. Like, my mom's like, take Coco and give me Snoopy because he's small, doesn't jump on couches, so chill, literally doesn't do anything.
He's a cat.
He's literally a cat, but looking like a cow in a body. So Snoopy is literally our first child. He has a very special place in my heart. But Edward hates Snoopy. Like
he just always smells. Like
he just because he's a little chunky boy, so he has
always smells like a little fat kid, like
a little syrup boy. Like when they got syrup on their hands.
Not only that, but like he just likes to lay next to me, and he farts a lot.
Oh my god, he farts worse than a human. And he weighs 15 pounds, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
But his farts can literally stink up the entire house. Clear a room. No, the entire house.
Like if you have a gathering of people, they're all leaving and Snoopy's on the side.
It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah. And he also, after he eats, he burps like if you would think a 50-year-old man was burping. Yeah. Like bad.
But like, I think he kind of knows what he does. Because like...
He does it on purpose.
He sits next to people and then farts.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Oh, he'll do it to you too. Because he knows how you don't like him. So he'll come next to Edward, lift his leg up, and just skedaddle out.
Yeah, and he'll walk away and lay down.
And here am I, like, laughing.
He just crop dusts.
No, but Edward starts gagging, like, actually gagging of how bad it is.
Disgusting.
But he's my first baby. He's our first baby, and we love him very much.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. Not when he farts.
Yeah, his farts are bad. And, yeah, so that was the story of Snoopy. You can go into the story of Rosie.
Rosie, I don't remember if you were wanting a dog or like my sisters were wanting a dog. I just know that we ended up there because...
I was wanting a cockapoo.
Oh, okay.
I searched up the breed for the longest time.
Yeah.
So and I was sending you a video of a cockapoo a day.
Yeah, like whenever you get in these moods, like I literally consider blocking you on social media because...
But I'm like right next to you.
Yeah, like... Or not only that, but it's like you send me 100 a day... And then I get home, you're like, watch this video. I'm like, oh my God, it's another dog.
Yeah, I love dogs.
And you're like, please. And we're about to get our house. You're like, we're going to have the room now. Snoopy's going to be all alone.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
And then you start with the guilt trips, like all alone. Then I told you, hey, you'll have Coco over there. Your mom's not going to have time for her. I'm not having 3 dogs. Like, that's just crazy. Then you're like, no, Snoopy just needs somebody to like hang out with. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, because we're gone a lot of the time. So I'm like, it would be perfect that they play with each other, hang out with each other. Like that was like the biggest thing for me. And I didn't want a dog that was shedding. So cockapoos don't shed. So I'm like, this is the perfect time. And the breeder was actually having a litter, and she only has 1 litter a year. And
like they were already selling out.
They were already selling out, and she had them for a really good price because cockapoos easily go for like $3,000. So I was like, this is our time, but we still had a month left until we got into our new house. So we were still at our parents. So I was like, and it was Christmas time, holiday time, and we have all the parties at my parents' house. So literally the worst time, but I was like, we have to do it. So we got Rosie and your parents' dog, right? And at the same time.
Yeah. So we ended up getting, well, my
it was
parents.
A 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. Well, when we got there, they had this one that looked like our older dog, Bailey. He had the longest ears because like he got more of the Cocker Spaniel of the mix. Mm-hmm. And I remember we kept trying to buy that off this lady. Mm-hmm. And we're like, hey, like how much? She's like, no, like this is the first one that somebody like, you know.
Or her daughter wanted that one.
Yeah, it was like her daughter or sister or something. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I've been having this one on hold. Like,
yeah.
She's like, I'll let you know Sunday though. If she doesn't come get it, like I got to get rid of these dogs. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna drive all the way out of here.
Yeah, it was far.
And meanwhile, while we're negotiating with that dog, and then we liked Rosie. I think that my sisters were playing with Milo, and they're like, oh no, I think we like this one better. And he was just like cracked out, and my sister's like, we want Milo, you know? And I was like, but like, I'm hoping she can tell me this. And they're like, nah, we'll take Milo. I was like, all right. So they had chosen Milo, and you were between this one with like a busted leg. I think that was like a birth accident or something like that.
Yeah, I think she got hurt in the birth of the baby or whatever. Well, in the birthing. So she got hurt while she was being born. But she was the smallest one of the litter, and she was so shy. So I'm like, this is perfect. She's small. She's like shy. She's going to be calm, but she was walking a little weird. And Edward's like, I think this is going to have like, this kind of scary because what if she has issues in the future and it's going to be expensive? So I was so sad about that. So then the other girl was Rosie.
Yeah. And she kept following me around. And,
yeah, she loved you. She was
like the only one that like had like human eyes. And, like, she had, like, luscious blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it was. All the other ones had curly hair. And she had like more straight. Of, like, straight hair. And I was like, this is crazy. So, like, she kept following me around. And I was like, I don't know. I kind of like this one.
Yeah. And I didn't like her at first.
When we first walked in. But I think you kind of liked her there. And I was like, we were like, okay. So, we ended up taking them home. And we stopped by your parents first. And same thing. Your dad gets really mad. Then a minute later, he starts recording.
Yeah, he's like taking videos, pictures. He's all happy. Like, it's just a front. They always...
Yeah, so
my mom was all in love.
So then, yeah, we take him home, and that was just so bad. It was a full month of me dealing with 2 puppies.
2 puppies.
Because, like, my parents would leave the other puppy downstairs. I was the only one that slept downstairs. And then I had Rosie in there.
Yeah.
And then the one that would help me out sometimes was Justin. Justin was living with us at the time, a cousin of mine. And he would come downstairs and, like, just, you know, take him outside or something with me so that I could get some sleep. That was so bad.
Because my parents were like, absolutely not. We're not having 3 dogs. Because I had Snoopy at my parents'. They were like, we're not having 3 dogs. You have Edward take this. Rosie. So it was a mess for literally 3 weeks. And I could not wait to get out of there and just have him at our house. And... you know.
Yeah, but then we moved into a new house and Rosie's still a puppy and she's like eating everything.
Eating the carpet, like ruining the baseboards. But the puppy stage it's hard in the teenage stage. But now that they're like both, Snoopy's 3 years and then Rosie's,
I think,
1.5 years.
Yeah, she's about to be 2. She's going to her terrible 2s.
Yeah. No, now they're like in their calm stage. And like literally all they do is sleep. all day. So
Rosie's a little more cracked out sometimes, but
yeah.
she's still young.
Yeah, and Rosie like feels like she feels like she can speak, so like she'll be like literally like, ooh, and it's so scary sometimes because I'm home alone and I'm like, who's here? So, but they're the best. If it was up to me, I think I would have another 3. To be honest, Edward would literally divorce me.
Yeah, if it was up to me,
you wouldn't have any dogs.
Have dogs.
And I think a life without dogs is the saddest thing.
But the thing is, like, I mean, obviously it's going to be like that at some point with kids, but, like, I don't know. There's so much responsibility and, like the haircuts, or, like, even when you leave with your parents for, like, a week or something.
Vacationing is hard to figure out.
Like, here I am, like, picking up poop.
Oh.
And, like.
Yeah, sure.
Feeding them. Like,
I'm so sorry. That's so much work.
No, well, I mean, if I'm out, like, I gotta be like, oh my god, the dogs haven't eaten. So then I gotta go. It's like, I just hate having that in the back of my head. Like, I'd rather just not.
Edward, like, hates the dogs, but at the end of the day, I don't hate them. That there's a
but I probably
place.
Wouldn't have them if you weren't here because you do all that.
If it was up to you,
I don't like to worry about their food. I don't like to worry about walking them.
I worry about all of that. I'm just like, run me my check, though.
Yeah.
So,
but it's cool because like when I show up, like Rosie loves all up on me.
She gets so excited, and Snoopy, she's like, he just stares at you when you walk in. And does not care.
Well, when we left for like 2 weeks, Snoopy didn't even say hi to us.
He doesn't like you because he knows you don't like him.
He didn't say hi to you either. You were pretty bummed out that he didn't even get out to see us. But then Rosie was like all cracked out. Yeah, and maybe that's why I like Rosie better.
Yeah, so
Snoopy just ignores me.
I think we should bring him and show him how cute they are.
Yeah.
Here they are. Rosie is a lot bigger. She's probably like 25 pounds. Why are you petting her like that?
She's looking up on me.
She's a lot bigger, but she's a lot longer, but she's lighter than Snoopy. Snoopy, sorry, it's a little hard with this situation, but Snoopy is very heavy, but he's smaller. Oh, okay. This is a little hard, but let's see if he can show his face. He is the one that's more relaxed. Definitely, Edward loves Rosie a lot more. And
it's because she sniffs the mic. Look at this. Look, Rosie. Look.
A little ASMR.
She goes, oh.
Yeah, so you can probably put her down. She's heavy. But, yes, these are our first babies. When we have kids in the future, it's going to be sad because I feel like we're not going to pay attention to them as much.
To who?
To the dogs.
They don't need attention.
Yeah, Edward could care less. But this is my pride and joy. So I'm glad
the golden child, the star.
Yeah, the star of the show.
The straight A student.
Snoopy needs to have his own show. But thank you guys for watching or listening to our 5th episode. Don't forget to subscribe and put a review. It would mean so much to us. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Have an amazing week.